Hi friends, it's Wednesday, October 22nd, 2014. Lynn and Jamie continuing our assignment. In asking for instructions for today's videoed session, the instructions are to continue the work we've been doing all day, which is the preparation work for the next takedown. So with that, it begins. And we're here, it looks like we're just in space, and they're showing how our funnel is too narrow. We have to widen the funnel. If the assignment is to clear all of Zone 4, whatever Zone 4 represents, to clear the dust from all of Zone 4, we have to have our funnel open to cover all of Zone 4, or it isn't going to happen. Duh.
That's true.
Did you hear the duh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cute. And so it's like it looks like an exhaust hood over a commercial stove, commercial range,
yes,
or some kind of industrial hood. And to open it wide to cover the entire zone. So let's have the intention to learn how to do that if it's appropriate. I notice that my immediate tendency is, as I open the funnel mouth, is to get short, and that is unhelpful and inappropriate. And so to look like a vacuum cleaner hose, a long thin hose with a big wide mouth.
Yes.
See if we can get that look to work. Because what matters most is the long, thin funnel, and if we can't get the big, wide mouth to work right the first way we try it, we keep fiddling with it until we get it right.
That's true.
But we can't sacrifice the long hose for the big, wide mouth. That makes no sense.
That's true.
So, big, wide mouth and long, thin length, not one or the other.
That's true.
I myself am having troubles.
Yes.
I don't have good suction.
No.
Waiving my learner's permit. Asking for someone who knows exactly what to do to come check our settings, see what's wrong. And there's a technician here, like a maintenance or technician checking the settings and going, well, look at this stuff. This isn't going to do you any good. It's burnt out wiring.
Yes.
So we need to upgrade our electrical systems so we can just start to clear out. Boy, it's like charred. It's charred down to almost like straw. It's just charred. This just looks like garbage. So we can just pull this stuff out, the burnt wiring. There's a teacher speaking in my ear saying, what do I know about this? I know that when we run increasing amounts of current in a system, in an electrical body, that we burn out, we char our circuitry, and the electrical system of the light body needs to be upgraded. So that's right. So this is actually a sign of something good.
It's true.
And if left untended, it would cause problems for us. But tended, properly maintained, it's wonderful. We tear out this old wiring that looks so small now, and have new wiring installed. Oh, that's suitable for the work to come. Now it's key to word it that way. The higher dimension beings know what work is assigned to us, right?
That's true.
And they know, if they know the assignment, then to give us wiring suitable for the assignment.
That's true.
And it's probably going to be like when you buy shoes for your child who's growing really fast. You might buy them a hair too big, thinking that the child will grow into them, and it has that feeling too. This wiring, it might be a hair too big.
That feels true.
But that very quickly it will fit.
Yes.
And it takes more of our own effort or oomph to run a system with wiring that's too big. It's like that. It's heavy,
Yes.
But that it won't burn out.
That's true.
As quickly.
Right.
So just asking for the right size wires, whatever in these experts' opinion is the right size. I'm not going to be the one to make the call. That would be just craziness. Asking for the right size. And again, they're showing me plots and graphs and acceleration rates and statisticians, and they can say, okay, well, based on what's been happening in the past, we can project that this is what you're going to need in the short-term future to fulfill your purpose, your purpose.
That's true.
To fulfill your purpose. I ask, how short-term? And they say, oh, no, could be 2 weeks. Here you go.
Yeah.
So I said, ooh, that's an interesting length of time, right? What do you mean by 2 weeks? Could mean a number of things, couldn't it?
That's true.
Based on the projections, for sure it's going to be replaced again in about 2 weeks. The question is how? I'd agree with that. That is one question, but what matters more is that we get ready to clear this zone. So now let's try it again, like trial run now. All this time we've been talking, they've been replacing the wiring, right?
That's true.
Now let's test it. Give it a whirl. Whirl, that's talking about a vortex. That's so funny. It is tiring to run it, I agree.
That's true.
But it does work better.
Oh.
I see dust particles actually flying.
Yeah.
Toward me, through
Towards
me.
them. And it's like I can feel them in the tube.
Yes. How may we be of service? Let's clear the...
Still holding this vacuum.
Clear the space. Personally, I feel like I'm not doing a very good job.
No, I feel like I'm not doing a very good job.
I feel like I need to work on a smaller scale to be effective.
Yeah.
And they say that is mistaken thinking on my part, and that I can do this, and I just need to change the way I think about it. That I can do this, and that this is a typical reaction of everybody to a new assignment is, whoa, I can't do this, and then to want to fall back onto the old assignment. Well, I certainly know this from teaching the classes. When we step it up to the next level in the classes, students continually want to do what they're comfortable with. They'll fall back to doing trauma release work instead of life path work, for example, or etc., etc. And so I'm wanting to go back to what I know I can make work, even though it's slow and ineffective on this scale, rather than just stepping into the new challenge. And they're saying, look, just step into the new challenge. Okay, I can do that.
I can do that.
They're showing like whirling around really fast and then pausing with like a ta-da movement, like spin around and then ta-da. It looks like an ice skater maneuver.
It does.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Waiving the learner's permit. Because I've tried it a couple times, and what happens when it just goes, it stalls out.
Yeah.
I'm doing it wrong. Help me find how I'm doing it wrong.
It looks kind of like when snakes, constrictors eat something, and you see the bulge of the eaten thing moving. It's like this long skinny vortex spins really fast over the thing it's supposed to eat, and then it goes
through the thing it's supposed to eat. Maybe I've just been going to it. Maybe we're supposed to go through it and then expand. That might be.
That might be.
Okay, let's try that. Let's shoot way past the target, like get really, really long and thin, really zooming, and then expand right there, kind of in the middle of the pillar. That works a lot better. The key seems to be to shoot way past the target. Way past the target. And then just kind of like open wide, like with a big frog mouth. Right at the 3D, I guess. I'm making up a story that it's at 3D. It's not making up a story. Incorrect. Open wide at the appropriate level for clearing, whatever it is. We ask to be shown, and it's like highlighted or circled with a red mark. Here's what we're trying to clear. Incorrect. Here's what the assignment is to clear. And then we just zoom a vortex way the heck past that, be the vortex, and then open up right at that level quickly. Like inhale, and then boom, boom, boom. And then up it goes like a spinning plate right through the vortex. That was cool. That was a cool trick. Okay, so we just punch the vortex really deep and then Open up. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Oh,
That is a cool trick. Boom, 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 boom. Well, this is kind of fun. This is tiring. Boom, 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 boom.
I feel like I'm just sucking at this.
Describe what your perception is.
I feel like I'm taking too long with the aiming.
Do it with intention. Just intend to envelop the zone, you know? Intend to shoot way the heck through the zone, like 100 times beyond it, and then intend, through intention, expand to encircle the zone. The zone.
Oh, that works.
And then up goes whatever we just swallowed. It's like swallowing something, like a big-mouthed frog. I feel actually like a big-mouthed frog.
Feeling like I'm sucking at this less.
We can do better. We can do better. We can do better. Let's try and get it done. Let's try and really get it done. They've showed me this technique, or modifications of this technique before with other projects. I understand the concept. I used to use it. They used to show it to me with entity clearing when I was working with really, really big entities that were really a little bit too big for me to be clearing.
Yes.
And they would show me this technique where I would get long, long, long and thin, and then I would suddenly get really short, like drop down to right.
Yes.
You know, get really short so I could get wide, and the entity would shoot up, and then I'd boom, get thin underneath it, and poof,
Yeah, shoot it up.
shoot it up. Similar.
It is kind of like that.
And now it seems to be developing into some kind of rhythm like a heartbeat. It's just doing it. Boom, 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 boom.
What's your perception of what's going on in the zone? I can't see very...
I think we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But every time I ask, what should we be doing, they continually point back
To
this.
It's true.
Just put me back right here. Master this art of working to clear a big space. Now the perception I asked just now, is this how we'll always be doing it? They say no, it's simply while we're small and have big work, and that is what the situation calls for.
It's true.
This is what works in these situations. And they point again to my training with entity clearing years and years ago, the exorcism period of my healing practice, and how I learned an awful lot. That is actually applicable now. I'm worn out. This is tiring. I'm worn out. I'm going to wave my I'm whooped card and ask for light beings who know exactly what to do to come clear this zone. Whoa. Once more, waving my I'm whooped card and asking for light beings who know exactly what to do. Whoa! To come clear this zone. I start to be able to see ground level. It looks like some kind of card game that I'm not familiar with, and
it does.
Yes, some I'm whooped cards.
Deal them
a
out.
lot of grace cards, and then a learner's permit on top of it.
And that's my
shove
hand.
them across the table.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I'm in with. Something is happening.
Yes.
Big equipment is moving.
Like huge
machinery sounds.
Yes.
I also hear like that industrial exhaust hood sound.
Yeah. That's what that sound is.